Hamatakepe and welcome to Indigenous Food Lab here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My name is Sean Sherman and we are standing here at the Indigenous Food Lab, which is a part of our nonprofit NATIFS, or North American Traditional Indigenous Food Systems. Indigenous Food Lab is a model we've created to help create access to Indigenous foods on top of creating access to Indigenous education. Indigenous Food Lab has a market space where we have over 50 Indigenous food producers and growing. We have an education studio where we're doing multiple videos on all facets of Indigenous education. We have a production kitchen that really features a whole bunch of amazing Indigenous food products that we hope to create more and more of. We also have our restaurant Owamni, downtown Minneapolis. Owamni is a place where we create a lot of jobs, where it's a place where we move a lot of food product, and it's a place where we can be a loud voice to showcase what's possible for modern Indigenous foods moving forward. We got our 501c3 status back in 2019. We found our space here at Indigenous Food Lab and moved in at the beginning of 2020, which was quickly interrupted by the pandemic at the time. And then a few weeks later, George Floyd was murdered just a few blocks from our space. So we started doing a lot of food relief back then, starting with 400 meals a day, which turned into 10,000 Indigenous meals a week. Shortly after that, we opened up the restaurant Owamni in the summer of 2021 and started building out what we see today as part of this Indigenous Food Lab with our market, our education studio, and our production kitchen. So it's been a journey, but here we are today with this completed model, and we're really excited to show it to everybody.
So here at the Indigenous Food Lab Market, we carry tons of Indigenous product. Those things range from books to games, body care products, shelf-stable food items like wild rice, pancake mixes. We have snacks like bison jerky and pemmican bars. We also offer drinks, and then we have frozen meats as well. One of my favorite things that we do here is supporting and elevating, Indigenous producers. It's really nice to be able to give them a space that they can consistently sell and vend to make sure that they are making enough capital to invest in themselves, to continue their products, to continue to grow.
A part of our market also contains what we're calling the Spirit Kitchen. The Spirit Kitchen came about during the pandemic time. We saw a rise of what we called ghost kitchens, of just people trying to get food out there. We wanted to use the Spirit Kitchen as a place to help develop more Indigenous entrepreneurs in the future, giving them a space where they can eventually do menu takeovers and we can help and develop their ideas and their business models alongside them.
Siempre he tenido el sueño de tener mi propio negocio. Gracias a ellos tomé un curso de planificación para pequeños negocios de emprendimiento. Tomé la sección y ahora me gradué.
¿Se graduó?
Sí. Y estoy aprendiendo y estoy preparándome para el futuro.
Here in the Indigenous Food Lab, we have a commissary kitchen, and we have two main products. We have nixtamalized products, and we have restaurant productions like soup, broths, sauces that we also send to Owamni. In the nixtamalized product line, we have masa, hominy, and tortillas. The nixtamalization that we do here, we do it with corn that we buy from an indigenous community in the Southwest, and we buy cal from Mexico. And what we do is we boil the corn in an alkaline solution. The alkaline solution is made with the cal into the water. What that does to the corn is that it removes the outer hull of the corn, making it easier for humans to digest, and making it easy for us to turn into tortillas. When I had my interview to start working here, one of the things that I was told is that the Indigenous Food Lab wants to make the best tortilla in the country. And that resonated a lot with me. I know how important it is to have authentic food made with authentic ingredients. And the tortilla, even though it's simple because it only has 2 ingredients, is one of those magical foods that has been evolving through hundreds and hundreds of years.
Here at NATIFS, we have a research and development cycle that helps us work out recipes and make sure that they are ready to be delivered to the different community partners that we work with. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's an 8-week process, 7 weeks of prep and 1 week of cooking. So we take 7 weeks meeting as a team, collaborating, brainstorming, revising the recipe so that everybody feels like we have a good enough product that we're comfortable going into the research and development. But the 8th week, the week in the kitchen, that's really where all the magic happens. That's the moment that all of the chefs who have been working on finessing these recipes that we want to test get to come into our kitchen space and just cook them all out. One of the things that our research and development process allows us to do is to do the trial and error. that allows us to see what works, what's reasonable, and then write that down. We want folks to be as comfortable serving our recipes as they would be serving something like spaghetti and meatballs, right? It's all about accessibility.
Here at NATIFS, we have an amazing education department, and we really focus on everything from teaching classes to doing workshops with local community, and we work with local organizations just talking about indigenous foods and increasing access to those foods. We are so lucky to have a gorgeous studio kitchen. It's also a test kitchen where we test fantastic all indigenous recipes. This is where we have guest chefs come in to teach us about some of their recipes and their approaches to food. We will often go out for plant walks and then bring a lot of those plants back into our studio kitchen, back into our studio classrooms, so that we can teach others, make videos. Making these videos and having this studio kitchen is really all about increasing access in a practical way, in a way that the community really enjoys.
So we've had this model at Indigenous Food Lab complete for just over a year now. We just had our 1-year anniversary, and the whole purpose of this model is to help and support our region around us. So we want to work with all the tribes in our vicinity, helping to create food access, helping to create education access, and helping to develop more and more indigenous healthy culinary operations around us. The bigger goal is to basically take this whole model and move it around. So we're actually getting ready to move into Montana, and we planted seeds in places like Anchorage, Hawaii, Rapid City, Oklahoma, California. And our goal is to continue to expand and to grow and to create more and more regional spaces to be more support out there for indigenous culinary operations, food distribution, education access. And we just see such a bright opportunity across everywhere to have more and more indigenous businesses growing and food products moving around. And if you happen to find yourself in Minnesota, please come down to the Midtown Global Market and please visit our restaurant Owamni downtown Minneapolis just to see what we're up to see all these amazing products and all of these models that we've built, and to be able to experience the market, to experience the restaurant, and experience the food that we're creating.